How are you living? My mom used to say this to me when I was a kid and I would get a headache and I would come running up to her, age 8-ish, and I'd say, fix it, fix it, fix it. Give me one of those magic pills so it'll go away. Magic pill meaning ibuprofen. I'm like, fix it. And she'd say, I can't fix it. How are you living? And this used to really anger me because I'm like, fix it. In the moment of pain, you want someone to fix it. Anyone, fix it. Relieve me of this pain. And she'd say, how are you living? And it might sound harsh, but I'm so grateful for this lesson that I learned as a child that now I get to share with you. Because I still ask myself this question, how am I living? How am I living that's contributing to how I feel in my body, mind, spirit? Either, the pain or the joy or the ease or the discomfort. How am I living? While discomfort is a part of life, is there anything I'm doing that could be contributing to a certain pain or ease? Can I name it? Can I point it out? Can I spot a pattern? Can I use that to my advantage? Can I take accountability for my life, for my actions? Can I change when necessary? Can I listen to my body and get to know my body in such a way where I know what it needs, what it's communicating with me, where I trust it, where I have its back and it has mine? How am I living? Can I be honest with myself? Am I willing to be honest with myself so as to help myself? As a kid, when I would get a headache, usually it was something along the lines of I needed rest, I needed to get out of the sun, I needed nourishment, I needed hydration, things along those lines. And that can still come up. I've had headaches that I can feel as an adult, feel pinging and getting worse when I'm just staring at my phone, scrolling. I can feel it pulsing. Have you ever felt that? How am I living? Am I scrolling for the 3rd hour in a row? How am I living? It's such a good question. And this isn't to blame anyone for anything. Nothing is wrong. Everything's working fine. But rather to observe our lives, take accountability for our lives, realize that we are powerful and that our actions have consequences. Our actions are cause and effect. They affect our body. And when we observe that and notice that and experiment and get curious, we can see and learn what it is we need, what can help us to heal. Sometimes it's time or space or rest or exercise or a certain food or whatever it may be, connection, a hug, whatever. I don't know what you need. How am I living? We all can ask ourselves this question. How am I living? And what I have found is a lot of times I know what I need, but it requires me to ask myself the question, give myself the space to answer it and to be honest. And then I can do what I want with that information. How am I living? Another example that comes to mind is I drank for 20 years. I talk about that sometimes on this channel. So much pain, physical, mental, financial, emotional, came from drinking. I've met a lot of people who drink, and there's a lot of similarities. How are we living? How are we living? I'm not judging, but the choice is mine at the end of the day to move in the way that'll serve me or not. How am I living? Can I be honest with myself that when I drink, I make bad decisions, I spend too much money, I wake up with a hangover, I wake up with anxiety? A lot of these problems would go away if I quit drinking. Some would say easier said than done, but it doesn't change the fact that that was true. How am I living? Am I lonely? Do I need human connection? Well, I don't have a friend. Okay, how will I make a friend? I'm scared to make a friend. Okay, how do I confront that? How am I living? Am I living in fear? I don't feel strong in my body. Okay, well, how am I living? Do I sit in my bed all day? Stagnant? It's not a judgment. And it's not a way for us to criticize ourselves or be hard on ourselves, but rather be honest, make space for growth, make space for healing, make space for change, make space for observation and noticing of patterns and connecting the dots and taking our power back. And remembering that it's quite logical. There's a lot of logic here that I don't even have all the words for. I don't know all the science behind the body. And I don't believe I need to. I can observe what helps me to feel good and what helps me to feel bad and what helps me to feel nourished and what helps me to feel free. What gives me pain. And do something with that information. Not that life is ever going to be void of pain or discomfort, but you know what I'm saying. How can I do this dance of life and have a relationship with my body and understand my body? Listen to it, trust it, know when something needs to change or this is just passing or I need to pay closer attention or whatever it may be. Ooh, I feel good when I do this. This gives me energy. This drains my energy. This nourishes my soul. This nourishes my heart, my body, my belly. This makes me feel icky. Whatever it may be, how am I living? Am I respecting myself? Am I honoring my time, my body, my mind, my heart, my money? We all get to be honest with ourselves, and I love it. I love it because we can all do this. We can all do this. We can all take our power back. We can all get to know ourselves. It's me. I'm here in my body right now. You are there in yours. As long as we're alive, I have this relationship and I get to nurture it and you get to nurture yours. And it can go so deep and it can get so much easier the more we practice. How am I living? How am I living? Am I respecting my sleep? Or am I scrolling on my phone till 5 a.m? I can do what I want, but can I be honest? Am I eating foods that nourish me, that help me to feel good and balanced, or am I not? Am I spending time with people who lift me up and support me and vice versa, or not? How am I living? How is that affecting me? And once again, we get to have grace with ourselves. We're all learning. Many of us didn't learn to listen to our bodies, or we've had experiences that take us away from our bodies and we're finding our way back. We're all finding our way back. So we're learning. It can be a fun game. It can be an adventure. It can be a journey. How am I living? How do I want to be living? What will help me through this? What do I think will help me through this? What do I need to learn here? What does my body want? How am I living? This is fun, isn't it? Thanks to my mom for teaching me this when I was a kid, and I'm so glad I get to share it with you here. I'll touch more on it again because how am I living? This can go so deep into mind, body, spirit. How am I living? Do I have a dream I want to pursue? Do I need to use my voice? Do I need to go dancing? Do I need to socialize, move, eat, rest, sleep, create, whatever it may be? How am I living?